So today's video is in response to a GoPro fanboy who sleeps in GoPro sheets. He has a little tiny race car bed, and I'm 91% sure that he pours chocolate milk in his cereal. So today's video is not going to be pretty.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
I changed wardrobes. I'm TV. So a GoPro ambassador, born in the Tibetan mountains of GoPro's origins, says this little sucker here, best vlogging camera ever made. And he didn't like my critiques of it, because I said it wasn't good enough. Listen, boy, what I say is the law. When I critique a camera for not being perfect, it is not, in fact, perfect at all. I'm the authority here. Who are you? Who are you, David Bond? David Bond. I'm James Bond's nephew. I carry his groceries on the gunfights. Someone has to feed him. No, he seems like a cool guy, so he made some points about the things I said. I was critiquing GoPro on a certain couple aspects, like the color, the blockiness, the weirdness. So I wanted to go through some of the things he said. I made notes, frickin' notes, on my mechanical keyboard. I couldn't decide which one to get, so I got a clicker. And we're gonna do mechanical keyboard clicking ASMR now. Oh, I've ran out of content. So my first critique of GoPro is that their 1080p is shit. It's not good at all. I'm used to filming in 1080p. You're watching it right now. I've never had a problem with 1080p until GoPro's life entered my life, and our lives clashed like dinosaurs running into each other's face. So I wanted to test the 1080p out because that's what I was interested in. My laptop could barely handle 4K. So I was like, I need good 1080p here. And everybody keeps commenting, oh, I've seen so much better looking GoPro videos than yours. 4K though. They're watching 4K compared to my 1080. And that's how David Bond starts off his video. He's like, my videos look so much better. It's like he's in 2.7K. You're comparing to 1080p here. Bro, your 2-story RV is slow, man. Oh my God, I've seen Mustangs faster than that thing. You believe you take that out on the lot? It's so slow. I saw a Ferrari once, way faster than your RV. How do you live? Can you poo in a Ferrari? No, you can't. Yeah, guess who didn't plan their day, right, did they? No. It's not even apples to oranges here, it's apples to rice that we're looking at. 1080p to 4K? You can't look at them both. Bro, that Chihuahua is tiny. I've seen Great Danes bigger than that thing. How do you let it out on a leash? It's a Great Dane is at least as big as that. So stop adding fruit to my rice, boy. But he did bring up an interesting point with the bit rates. Now here's the deal. You're watching this, every video you've ever seen from the GH5S, I've rendered at 14 megabits per second. That's all you need to look phenomenal. This thing films at 200 megabits. I bring it on down. It's almost like filming in 4K and then uploading in 1080p. It's still gonna look better than if you filmed in 1080p. So there's no need to go render it in 200 megabits. That file size is gonna be 15 gigabytes if it was a foot. Now, one thing I noticed when I tried to do that on the Sony out in the world, things would get blocky, a little blocky. So I had to up it to 18 megabits. Hardly even a jump, but it's a noticeable, it gets rid of all the artifacts and the trees and everything. So Sony X3000, 18 megabits per second were cool. The GoPro, I even one-upped it a notch, 20 megabits per second. It still looked like trash, absolute trash, because their codec is shit. Muffins. So the last video I made, I filmed in 4K and then I rendered it in 50 megabits per second and it finally looked okay. So that's what you have to do with the GoPro. I didn't know that. I didn't know that you had to put unreasonable demands on that computer of mine. So many GoPro videos I've seen, and just the ground, you can see the artifacts, the blocky Minecraft bullshit. And I'm just like, they rendered that at a low megabit for sure. But like mine is not low, 18, 20, that's not low to me. Now moving on to the colors. It's funny, like he was proving my point in his own video. It was oversaturated and fake looking. I hate that GoPro look. I like reality. I like the real world. I don't like fake sky that's so hyper blue that it doesn't even make sense. It's like, wow, what planet are you on? It's like it doesn't look real to me at all. But a lot of people prefer that look. It's oversaturated, it's like cartoon-like. I don't like that at all. I prefer subdued, almost a filmic look, raising the shadows, not so contrasty. Just something easy on the eyes. I'm trying to go for natural in everything I do. My diet, my furniture, like everything is just nature. Going for walks, he even made fun of my man, the Everything Man, for going for walks in the forest. That's how we connect to the planet. Making fun of us for taking walks in the gloomy forest. The gloom brings joy to our heart. That's where it belongs. Joy right in there. You can't find that in a tropical fake island. You gotta go in the real city, boy. In the mountains. The weird thing is, I've been all over Thailand. I know what Thailand looks like. It never looks like what he showed us in his video. It's not like that. The sky was never that blue. I've seen it all over the place. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful country, but it doesn't look like that. So I like to show the people the truth, where he wants to fill your heart with lies. He wants to drag you to Thailand to kill you. But in general, you can't compare a gloomy Canadian winter to a tropical island paradise and think, oh, my videos look so much better here. The sun is 75 times stronger over there. So colors, I just don't like them. I film in the flat profile on the GoPro and it's still weird. It's just like giving me yellow beige bread skin. Moving on to the battery life, I've been critiquing it because it dies quickly and I'm not used to that. My Sony camera that was built in 1864 lasts a good 2.5 hours for filming, whereas this dies in like an hour. He said himself it dies in about an hour and 20 minutes or something, and he carries like 3 or 4 batteries with him, and I'm like, wow, the plight, the pirate's plight. On my little Sony, I go days before having to change batteries. Like I make a couple videos, put it away, make a couple more videos another day. It's like I barely ever have to change. It's like, oh, it's finally dead. Oh, look at that. Okay, we switch it out. I carry 2 batteries max. I was pissed off that I couldn't buy 1 extra battery. I had to buy 2, and one of them's a dud. Even the dud films longer than this GoPro bitch. But for me, battery life is not because I'm filming for 3 hours straight and I need that long ass shot. It's nothing like that. It's just peace of mind knowing I can go days without charge. It's not something I have to think about. Whereas this, I'm constantly monitoring it. It's like when I do one of those hyperlapses, easily 10% gone, if not 20. Sometimes I just go through the menus getting started. It's already dropped 5%. And then can you even imagine the battery life when you plug in that media module? Unless that thing has a separate battery, which it doesn't, it wasn't marketed, that thing's gonna suck and drain your life. So good battery life just gives you peace of mind, and then you just have to bring 1 extra one, use that every couple days, charge it when you get back, throw it back in your knapsack when it's done. Simple life. Not 3 or 4 juggling batteries all over the place, dropping them in the ocean, hammerhead sharks licking you. Honestly though, despite all the cons, I'm still thinking of it. We still got some tests to do, and I'm still waiting for my SD card. It should come today, hopefully. And then we can do some side-by-sides with the Sony. But the one thing I never thought was this isn't actually a wide lens at all. It's a fisheye lens, and then they hide it by cropping in and lifting linear mode. And then once they do that, and the electronic stabilization, it's just not very wide at all. And so like all the videos you see from GoPro are like neck up, neck to the head. I want life. I want the entire life in the shot. Belly button to a couple feet. So honestly, the quality is not what I was expecting, and I'm gonna do that side by side. I'm gonna film with the Sony in 4K and upload that, render it at 50 megabits, which you've never seen in your life. You've seen Sony only at 18 megabits, and you've already seen this at 50. I can't even imagine the thrashing that's gonna happen. The only thing, the time warp is amazing. I miss that. I can't do it on a Sony. I might try it today, but it's garbage. That's all we know for sure. It's an amazing feature. I love it. And the slow-mo, it's easier to access. It's like 1 button press, boom, you're done. So I like some of the things of the GoPro, but that audio is terrible. It's much worse than the Sony. So far, I've had no stability issues. That was my biggest concern with GoPro, because I keep hearing about freezes and crashes. But if you smile, I've seen plenty of people smile back. It's all about you and your reaction. It's like, be that first person to smile. When somebody's walking towards you, I often hesitate. Like, oh, they're wearing sunglasses. I can't even tell if they're looking at me. It's the clarity of the sound. The Sony, I don't know what they did with that microphone, but they put a good mic in there. And I guess because it's not waterproof, they don't care. It sounds really amazing. Whereas this has to be waterproof, so there's all kinds of weird plastic sheets over this thing. I don't know how they do it, but it's not as good, and it never will be. So I still have some more tests to do, but so far I've been having fun, but I don't feel like it's worth upgrading to over the Sony. Especially since that 240p is only H.265. Sony, please just give it to us. Give us the X4000 in all its glory, a better mic jack. That's really all I need. A better menu system, maybe. A touchscreen, although you're allergic to that, we know that. In menu systems, that'd be silly to even ask you to improve. We've seen your full frame lineup, you can't even do it there. So those are the reasons I don't think GoPro is the perfect vlogging camera. It's definitely doable, it's decent, it's amazing. It really is, it's fun. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's just the quality, the colors are weird, the audio's terrible, battery life. It's like we're waiting for that media mod. I don't mind bringing one battery. That probably gets me through a day. That's fine. But I'd rather listen to the clicky goodness. What's your favorite Cherry MX Switch color, for those who know? It has nothing to do with the video. Nobody cares. They've already clicked off. I lost them. I lost my audience. That was foolish. I'm gonna leave. Thank you for watching the video. GoPro, is it perfect? Or Sony? It captured our hearts once in 1986. And it still has it. You don't need more. That's sad. Sad to say, sad to hear. So I'm gonna leave. Subscribe for more videos, and we'll see you in the next one.